Howdy, howdy everyone, and welcome to the stream. Today, well, that don't be showing now. Today we're going to be working on the abilities and stuff for when the player levels up. So in this game, as you know, very role-playish. We're going to have combat and abilities, skills and stuff like that you'll build your character with. We're not going to do it with stats right now, but it will. We are intended to do some stats. Howdy everyone. Howdy Ivan. Howdy Yaquub, Zombie. How are y'all doing today? So yeah, so let me just load up the project here. A little rushed today, so you'll have to pardon me. So yeah, so a leveling system, and so we already have a few abilities. We have the ones that I showed in that second ability system. So like the charge and attack, the arrows and stuff like that. Now we're not going to be implementing any abilities. We're going to be designing some, maybe doing some icons. Howdy Genji, howdy Deep Solar. And so it's just so we can have some stuff to show for the devlog this week, because this week's video is going to be on the level system. So I've implemented a bit of a leveling system. Very basic, nothing too spectacular. But let me open it up here. If we look at party member data, this will apply to your character. Well, first let's look at character data. It'll apply to your character. It'll apply to companions that follow you around, because I'm expecting to have like one, you'll play here, and then like most RPGs, you'll have a companion that follows you and fights alongside with you, and you'll have your pet, and these will sort of probably use the same thing. So this is for character. This here is character data, so it'll have things like skeletons and all the enemies stuff, which it has like maximum health, the levels. It'll have their stats and stuff like that. And then we have party member data, which has like your experience and your inventory and stuff like that. And so this is what I implemented, where we have a leveling system. We want to, when the player levels up, we want them to be able to pop up this screen where they can select some perks, improve their character, stuff like that. So that's what we're working on today. Oh, a lot of hellos, howdy howdies. Well, I upload the stream. They always get uploaded automatically, but they're unlisted. So you have to go to the bottom of my page where you will see where you will see them, because I have them in a playlist. I don't want to keep them in my videos because I feel like it clutters it up. Yeah. So let's show you right quick. I've also made a graphic for leveling up, and I've broken this. This is just something I was testing earlier, so ignore that. Oh, good. I don't know. Forget it. I should have made sure this worked. But anyhow, when you fight a skeleton, you'll have this little graphic. I'll pull up the player. It's not a great graphic. I'm still working on it. If y'all have suggestions for this too as well, they would be appreciated. So if you pull up the player, I already have the player up. It's this here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This will play. I changed it from plus signs to lines because plus signs kind of looks like you're getting healed. Yeah. So I don't like it, to be honest. So that's something else we want to sort of design today too. Let me see if I can get this working right quick. Why does your character in your game look like the character in my game, but better? I don't know, bud. I haven't seen your character. So, I mean, granted, I'm probably going to be doing a redesign of the character at some point. I'm not really happy with it. I think it could be done better. It was like the first character I drew, and I'm still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Why is this? Oh, okay, I know why. The reason this is broken is because I changed this variable right quick. So it's just as easy as doing this. Should fix it for that. Maybe not the skellies. Let's open up the skeletons right quick. And once we get this up and we run, we should be able to take a look at how this works. It's very simple. When you kill, I think it's 4 skeletons, you'll get a level up. And then after that, it goes up, exponential growth and all that stuff. And of course, you're not going to show it. Well, let's run it and see what happens. Okay. And that should be hidden. We'll get there. Right. Turn his hair yellow and go. I'm thinking of playing some kind of graphic whenever he levels up. Like he does maybe some kind of fist jump or something like that. I think it would be cool. I want to keep it quick though. And it'll have to be played like at the end of combat. So yeah, like you're fighting enemies, and then when you're not fighting anybody else, there's no enemies around, then he does a spin would be cool too. Maybe a spin. He does some kind of celebration thing. Just very quick, just to let the player know that something happened. But here if we look at it, it should be 4 kills. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a great start. This is a fantastic start. Now, hold on. I know why. We'll get there. If we open this up, the script has changed a little bit to I think it's playable character data. Nope. Whatever. We're about to give up on. There it is. Party member data. It goes there. What have I missed? You have not missed a thing. You have missed me fumble this. Just a lot of. I changed a lot of things like last night, and so apparently it broke some things, and it didn't. Whatever. I don't care right now. So. We're going to be doing some art today, again, and design. We might even do a bit of design first. So we want to design some new abilities. The thing is, whenever I do the devlog this today, we're going to, it's going to show up the level thing, and then it's going to pop up a thing, a little UI where you can select the ability that you want to unlock. Think Witcher. If you've ever played Witcher 3, I really like their system, and it's probably something we're going to be taking a lot of inspiration from, where you have, like, if you have your fighter stuff, you have your crossbow stuff, and you have your mage stuff. And each one of those has 5 skills. And then, like, when you start out, you can only select those 5. Like, you can only upgrade those 5 for each class. And as you unlock more levels, you can unlock more down the tree. So, but they still use that same thing. So, say a fire spell. When you get down further on, the fire spell gets enhanced. You don't have all these new abilities, it just enhances the old ones. Kind of what I'm thinking about going with. A little more depth because, if possible, because I want to have different classes too, like shapeshifter, paladin, necromancer, that kind of thing. Specializations. Like Pokemon. I don't know what you mean by that. What happens if the player is enemies burned? There is no burn mechanic right now. But that is on the to-do list. All right. So right now we want to add more abilities. That's one thing I want to do. We're not going to implement them today and through code or anything, but I do want to get them sort of designed out so that I can implement them, at least show them off in the devlog to make it look like we have them. We don't have to have them, but if it can look like we have them, that would be nice. Are the sword swings done via animation code? Tween. It's done via tween. The swings itself is not. It's actually just this instant thing, but the recovery is through a tween. Will you make the spirit ghost enemy to be able to go invisible? I didn't expect for him to go invisible, but we could have some kind of invisible enemy. Nobody tell anyone that it's smoke and mirrors. You'd be surprised how much smoke and mirrors I use. I mean, I picked it up from my tutorial days, where I would make a 5-second clip. I didn't want to spend, a whole day making a 5-second clip, so I just did a quick mock-up, and I do it in the devlogs too. It's not as bad, because I do still try to implement it so that it could be expanded on in the future, but yeah. Bandit enemies, probably. I'm not to that point where I want to get started with that. But what I want to do today, while we work on this, is start drawing the ability icons that you will select. Lifesteal would be good. I will open up my Trello board and we'll start taking notes. Bees. I am interested in beekeeping. We could do something with bees. I'm going to make just a stream notes card so that I can do some quick typing. We'll go ahead and pop this up here. All right, so do a checklist because I like the list format, and we said what lifesteal. We'll have this will be for our abilities that we, and then we'll have another one just for random notes like the bees. All right, so bees. Now, so lifesteal is a good one. That would probably be like a mage spell. Maybe some kind of dark magic specialization. An alchemist, maybe. At the very least, alchemy. It may not be a specialization, but we could do something like that. All right, so try not to spam your post though, bud. That'll get you timed out. I can see your messages. Thank you. So, let me find my glove. Here it is. I think he wants you to make an engineer. An engineer could be cool. That could be like that part of the rogue class, maybe. Something like that. Alright. So, what I need is the icons. Forgot it was Tuesday. You did last week, too. Let's see. So, yes. Icons. I don't know what style I want to do these icons in, though. So this will be what you select on the level up menu, which I haven't designed yet either. I was going to get to that last night, just ran out of time. Which doctor? Alright, so witch doctor don't really, I don't know. We could have a witch doctor, but a special class for it, I don't think so. So we have, what abilities do we have? Have you played Soul Knight? Isn't that the one? I think people keep suggesting that game to me. So icons. We need to make a list of icons that we need. I need, what do I need? I need charge. That will charge slash that one that we do. The slam we need. Now, also, these are combat abilities, but also I want to do some more role-playing style of abilities, like bartering and persuasion, things that can enhance your story rather than actual through combat. I think that would be interesting. Now, how about those? I mean, I kind of don't want to mix those in with combat ones to make you choose combat over role-playing. So these may be a separate set of abilities. Dash. Oh, let's put it down. We have a dodge ability, which already makes you go pretty fast. Plague Doctor class can revive dead. There's going to be a Necromancer class, which already has that. Teddy's not a combat party member. What did I miss this joint? Not a lot to be honest. Right now I'm trying to remember all the abilities that I have that I need to make icons for. We have the multi-shot, spread shot, and then the piercing shot. And then there's the fireball and lightning chain. Yeah, lightning. Okay, we need to make icons for these. Now, granted, I'm expecting maybe 5 or 6 icons per class, so I'm not expecting, or for at least starting out, I'm not expecting to be able to get all this done before the devlog. So, charge stun. Stun. We have the slam. Yeah, the slam does the stunning. Let's see. Add a little girl that has strong. A lot of plushies at 5'4". That's actually really cute. Right, really cute idea. A girl that has plush. What about a telekinetic girl that controls her plushies? Chain lightning. Yes. I'm thinking about just keeping chain lightning, doing away with the lightning. We'll throw in chain lightning. Because I don't see a big point in having them separate when they could be the same. Because I'm thinking about streamlining it to where we don't have a lot of abilities that you have to, overwhelming number that you have to choose from. The more I can sort of reduce that down, but instead maybe enhance them and add capabilities to them, I think that would be nice. There's no, I see. Oh yeah. But yeah, I really like that plushie girl idea. She'll probably become an NPC. Let's see. So let's get started. I'm thinking we'll start with fireball. I need to decide on an icon style though. Let me load up my game. Plague Doctor class already said that there's going to be a necromancer class that will be able to do that maybe. Can you add an ability for the player that lets them place the max turrets? Well, that's very technological. This is not a technological game. This is very, very primitive, really. Like, I don't even think crossbows will be a thing. So, yeah, so we need something that sort of matches this style that we're going for. Let me pull up the town, because it's got more graphics to it. Would she be shunned for having dangerous powers? I think it would be interesting if nobody knew that she had the powers. I think that would be interesting. But it could be, we could play on that, definitely. She's like a very, very powerful person that nobody knows she has the power. So yeah, something that matches this style. I don't know what kind of UI I want to do for this. I'm thinking it'll probably pop up, take a whole screen. So like you'll get your little level up animation, you'll be able to hit a key, probably like your menu key or whatever, and this will pop up, and then you'll be able to select the icons that you want. You never announced in the disc. I did not. Let me do that right quick, actually. This is a bit of a hectic start, to be honest. It's a little. Yeah. So yeah, if y'all don't care, I'm going to announce this on my Discord. I'm surprised so many people are here then. Let's see. So. There. Okay. I have a checklist. I didn't get to that, like I did, like, okay. Checklist. I just, like I said, got a little rushed about everything. Alright. Okay, so let's get this icon going. Let's put up the inventory. Get a look. We want it to sort of match all the other aesthetics we have. That's very tightly packed. We don't need this tightly packed. We have some icons here. Icons are very okay. I don't probably might want to do a black outline as well. We'll probably have some arrows pointing, showing the flow of things, because they will have it will rely on other maybe. Okay. So let's get going. Maybe you should put that in your suggestions channel. What's that? He means what? There could be an inferno calls at Brittany, maybe for a short period of time. Could do that. Now, yeah, like we could take in all the ideas because, but you know, keep in mind that we're only going to use very few of them. I don't want to overwhelm the player with choices. We're going to start with the idea. The thing is, we're going to have these icons, but to sort of convey their meaning. Like, how do you convey slam in an icon that is the same style as a fireball and a chain lightning? Something that comes to me as a very black and white style aesthetic, but it wouldn't really go with the game itself. I could do like a miniature player, maybe. Let me pull up the player. So if we pull up, I think it's this one. Yeah. I just want to have this for reference because we'll probably be using the player and some icons. It'll be difficult because it's only a 16 by 16. Why did you do that? Oh, that's preview. Okay. And the player itself is about 16 by 16. I think it would be difficult to get them into here, ideally. If we just go copy this. Nope. So, as you can see, it's be difficult. So we'll have to do like a miniaturized version of the player. What if we scale them down? Okay. Just to get us a starting point. I'm thinking we'll go with slam first because that seems like the one I could probably do the easiest. Let's see. And just to do something that looks like an impact for the slam icon. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're going to try it with the player, and then we'll try it without as well. And we might not need the player. We'll do it on a separate layer. The thing is, it would just be white, mostly, if I just did it without the player. Where everything else is probably going to have some kind of color to it. I feel like it would look out of place, maybe. I don't know. So I'm thinking something. Something like that. Kind of like the better one is over top. Now these don't need to be perfect. These just need to get the idea across. It doesn't need to be what we've actually used in the final game. As long as it's good enough. Maybe. That's good enough for a slam icon. So. We'll make an icon folder. All right. Now we need the charge one. So let's go ahead and save this one. Because I'm thinking we'll use the same character. We'll maybe just tweak it around a little bit. And this will be whenever the player dashes forward and slashes. So what I'm thinking is maybe like a little slash around. Let's see. Games like Terraria, Minecraft, is it possible to make using Godot? Yeah, I would imagine so. I'm thinking, I mean, they made it in Java. It's probably good. Read your comment below. Sorry, this is a long comment, bud. Add a power up that lets the player plant a tree that spawns a tree, and that gives you quests and records you with good abilities, like a tree that kills enemies with their roots hard. LOL. Maybe. The biggest advantage of Godot is that it's open source, but use it like what you do this. Now also keep in mind, like, you can use their other languages like C# and stuff if you need the performance. Like, you know, you're not just restricted to GD script. I want the outer ones to be longer. I think that's good enough. I mean, we just need to get the point across in the devlog. It don't have to be the Mona Lisa. It's actually not too bad. Okay, so that's the charge. There are a number of open source engines and frameworks, yeah. You can make him jumping forward for a dash. Probably don't need another dash ability though. You just said that GD is weak. Is C# better? I would say weak. It's just C# is more performance. Yeah. Maybe have the player's head a bit forward. Yeah, actually, I meant to try and change the player's icon. Thank you. I agree. Oops. You're not supposed to be there. Take them eyes. And then we'll move his head. How far can we go with this? Bring the feet back. Technically, C# has better performance, but GDScript is a lot easier to use in my opinion. I agree. Any key is mod here too. Many keys mod everywhere. So is Ivan. Ivan would be Bobby. You get the best experiences when using GDQuest and GDScript. Excuse me. I would agree. All right, now make a headbutt attack. Headbutt attack. What does the headbutt attack do? Let's push this foot forward. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. All right. This as well. So he's leaning into it. Nice. I like it. So that's the charge one. Wait, Ivan equals Bobby. Yep. You hit the player with the head. I mean, yeah, I get what a headbutt is. Well, what purpose does it serve? Headbutt attack does a lot of damage, but stuns you for a bit. Maybe. That would be interesting. I mean, granted, I don't think a headbutt really does a lot of damage. Like, nobody wins with a headbutt. Oh, actually, I need this. Alright. Alright, is Zoe sprinting or something? I don't know. There you go, okay. So, let's get rid of this too. Did you? Well, alright. Save that. Now, what's next? Where's my... Here. So we have the charge and we have the slam. Alright, so spread shot. Now, with these archer ones, do we want to keep with the player? Because I think I could do the spread shot without it, maybe. But I feel like it needs to be on theme with it, probably. Maybe we'll keep doing the player. Now, I'm curious. If we're going to keep doing the player, I kind of want more room behind him. So maybe I can do that. and then move everything back one, just to give me some extra room. GE, will you make a video on how to set up a Trello board or something? I mean, I'm no expert. You just make a card and make a list, and there you're good to go. It's very easy to do. A human with a weapon would not use a headbutt. That is very true. I don't think most humans in general would use a headbutt. Alright, so now we're going to do... Piercing shot will be interesting. I think we'll have to do an enemy with a piercing shot and have it going through them. That'll be good and graphic. Alright, that's going to look weird, isn't it? A little bit. What if we do that? Looks better. Alright, this will be a little template or whatever. Let me save this. This will be spread shot. Can you make a Mario jump attack thing for an ability? What would be the point in that? It's not a jumpy game. Headbutt is the meta. There you go. You don't expect it. No, that is true. I mean, yeah, that is something. Put that there. Okay, so try shot. Let me grab the arrows graphic. Or spread shot, more accurately. So I can get the colors off of here. Oh. I don't think you'd be able to jump in this game. I mean, I wouldn't say you can't, but it's not something I'm concerned with right now. There is a bit of pseudo 3D here and there, though. Like, for example, you know, you got your jump, like your dodge, which gives you a little bit of airtime. You have things that get knocked up in the air, like the enemy that I've not shown in the devlogs, but it's something we did in the streams early on. There's a flower enemy, or like a plant enemy, that shoots out these spiky balls, and you can attack those and they get knocked into the air. So there's a bit of 3D-ish to this game, but I'm not too concerned right now with having the player jumping around. Hey, Game Endeavor, how do you zero PvP? Does the dodge have one frames or just move you? I don't get what you're asking. So telepathic over the plush. We're back on that. It's going to have heavy anime vibes from League of Legends. I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. A goat could be a good idea. A good icon for the headbutt. Maybe. Hope you had the look. I said it probably will. All right. Don't beg about the girl, please. If it's interesting enough, I will add it. I'm not working on a class. I'm working on icons for the abilities. So right now we're about to do the spread shot. I'm just trying to find my arrow icon right quick. There it is. Oops, not that. So we'll just throw that here, and so that I can use it for the graphic here. A power up, the player shoots 5 arrows in the air and then falls on him. I'm wanting to do a volley thing like that too. So volley ability would be nice. Let's see. How do I want to do this one? Maybe we'll give some more room, because I think we might need it. No. Let me merge this layer down. So layer, there. Good power. Make a blacksmith ability. You can upgrade your weapons easier by getting less loot to get more XP. I would like to have some kind of weapon enhancement thing. It's not in the works right now. Maybe. I think it would be a cool thing to have for the demo. Oh, this is going to look weird, I think. The idea being here that you get like multiple arrows. I don't think this is going to work how I want it to. Is that spread shot or piercing shot? This would be spread shot, hopefully. Hold on. Let me copy this because I put it on this on the wrong layer. It's the story of my life. And then we will paste this into a new layer. I need to work today. I just had a month away from work, so it's hard to get back into it. I can understand that one. That kind of thing is difficult. Good luck to you, though, bud. Something like that. I think we need a darker color here. Layers are something that, yes, they are. They're a pain in the rear end. What is happening? I am trying to draw a spread shot, and it's not. I mean, well, it will here in a second. I just started it. Looks like chicken claws. Yeah, I can get that. I think shading is going to make a big difference, though. We'll go ahead and darken this up. I don't think I have another color that would. Or did I take from the bow? I might have taken from the bow. No, I didn't. Doesn't look like it. I should have, though. I think it would have went nice. Or actually, I did. Looks like I did. Okay, so we'll grab this color here. I need to make a palette. Probably would be easier. Yeah, this is not going to look well. I don't know what to do, though. How to do this one. What if we push them further out, probably? What if you just have the arrows? Maybe. Probably. Let's see. The concern I have with it is like how well it matches the other styles. I kind of want them to keep them consistent if possible. But we'll see how it looks. Excuse me. If you only have one character, there's little need to have a character in the icon. Why would only having one character matter? I think it helps for the other ones. If we look at these icons, like these are a little more abstract, and I think it helps to convey that. And then if I'm going to do those, I feel like it should match stylized wise, if that makes sense. What about just the head of the character? Let's just try the simple arrows first and see where we get with that. Using his chair. I probably could have just copied, but oh well. We're here now. Okay, so we'll do like a little quick arrow here. Getting this to look like an arrow will be fun, because it's not look like an arrow. What's being made right now? I'd like to know. Tri-shot air icon. Attempting to. And it's not going so well. But I just like it. It doesn't need to look great. I just need to get the idea across for the devlog. Something like that, maybe. Why does that look so different? That's a really thick arrow. It's a weird thing having to do it this way. Why do you... Don't... Why, wait. Why are we doing this? Well, you're doing this because I need icons for the level up thing. So when you level up, you'll get to choose some abilities that you'll get to increase. And these will be the icons that tell you what the ability does. Diagonal pixel art, it's very weird. And if you look at the icons in the game that have to do them, that have to be in the diagonals. It's not a lot of fun, to be honest. I don't see it get much better than that. Minecraft has a lot of it. Yes, Minecraft, I don't know how they do it. And they look so good in Minecraft. And I think they also use a 16 by 16 as I'm using here. I have no idea how they do it. And then probably something like that. Oof, too short. It's so weird looking though. And it don't look like an arrowhead, it looks like a staff head. What if we shorten this down a bit? Do something like that. Man, I hate this. I really do. I'm just doing what's going on. You get a lot of that. Oh man, I'm gonna need some kind of something to do with that. We're making icons. Trying to make icons for the leveling system for when you select your perks or whatever. Or just, oh, it's filling here bad. Let's get rid of that. We'll just copy this. Nope, wrong one. There. Like that. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. What if I did this? Not like 45-degree diagonal. I think that looks better. I'm gonna bring this forward though, I think. That looks pretty good. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. What if we let's bring it up. Because I want to be able to extend this to that. No, I don't like that. Okay, we'll go with that. I like that. 45 degrees are cursed. Whatever degree that is, that's where it's at. No. There. Alright. Looks a little different upside down for some reason. But I think that gets the point across. What if we can also do something like this? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Hey, I'm just getting started with Godot. What should I learn first? Yeah. Yeah. Iniky beat me to it. I highly recommend Kids Can Code. Fantastic channel. I just remembered that I forgot to do that frequently asked questions that you told me that you put in suggestions in the key. Alright, so that would be our spread shot. We need piercing shot. Piercing shot will be interesting. How do we show piercing shot? Looks good, actually. Well, thank you. Let's stick back on here while we think. I might do some sketching here in a second, though. Piercing shot. I'm thinking a really long arrow. If it's piercing, it's probably going really fast. Make multiple enemies being screwed on as the icon. Could do that. Speed lines. A glow around the arrow. They might confuse that with a light arrow of some kind. Oh, that's actually pretty good, Curious Frog. An arrow breaking through the skull. I like that. Let's grab a skull then. Arrow with a broken shield. Also like that one too. We'll test both of those and see what happens. So, characters. Enemies. The Skelly. Nope, not that one. Okay. We're going to need your head, buddy. Okay. And then we need to scale it down. Probably going to flip it. And instead of the black here, we'll probably just do like a really dark gray. What are you pressing to deselect an area like that? Not copy an entire square. Shift Alt, I think. So when I select, and then I do Shift Alt, and I can deselect. Make the skull completely black so that it looks more like an icon. Well, everything else has color to it though. I think that might look weird for it to not have color. Now for this, I'm thinking we'd do something like here. Just like a really long arrow. Kind of, I don't know if that'll work the way I wanted it to. It's kind of be hard to blur something like that to make it look like it's going too fast. And probably some kind of damaged light, damaged, no, that looks terrible. I've never spoke Arabic in my entire life. Oh, that's good to know. Make it crack like it just happened, yes. Try this again. I don't know how to, not quite sure how I want to. Fix the colors. What's wrong with the colors? Bits of skull flying off. Ooh, that is good. Little segments of skull. Let's see. Yeah, instead of that, if we just get rid of all these. Hmm. Make the arrow poke through a bit. Yeah, I think we should do. I think we're going to have to bring this up a bit. Reduce this a bit. And what if we... So break that off a little bit. We're gonna have this troll again. Man. Yeah, we'll live with that. Excuse me. Thanks for streaming the kitchen level. Thanks for popping in, bud. There you go. Now it looks like Paris agreed. I think still need a little bit here. The brown carpet part can work well. Skeleton didn't have any calcium. Yes. Should have ate his cheese. Oops. Something like that. Oh, try making brown parts 1 pixel which touch at the corners. Maybe. Yeah, it looks better. Starting to look a little messy though, because of where I've been shifting things around. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. And then this will look weird though, like that maybe. Yeah. Maybe. All right, that's something. I think we'll bring this up one. Let's see. Yeah, one pixel is small. True. All right. It's not too bad. Okay, I still think we can do some kind of debris or something maybe. Well, debris would probably go out through the back, actually. What if we can do like... Move this back, give us a little bit of room. Something like that. Man, I don't see how people work on this small of a resolution all the time. I can barely get anything done here. Let's see. Somehow the head of the skeleton looks opposed. I don't know what that means. Surprised. The crack on the skull has very messy color. It does. It does. Things got a little messy there. Yeah, I'm fine with it for now, though. If we do this. Okay. And one more. Like here. No. That'll do for now. Alright. The skull pieces should be floating somewhere like there, just hit. Maybe the outline would help with the details. Maybe. Not too keen on no outline art though. Imagine you're the skeleton you were trying to feed your family, you get shot in the head by some living person. And he collects all your money. Indeed. How can one post a game for others to, or like post about your game for others? See, you probably go to the Discord, not here. Let's see, is that a... Oof, what's going on here? There you go. You just make Teddy into a baker instead of a butcher. That would defeat the purpose of Teddy. Okay. Get rid of that. I will keep that. Alright, so that's piercing shot. Good enough for now. So we got spread shot, piercing shot. Nice. Now I just need fireball and chain lightning. Okay. Teddy has story planning. That is correct. Okay. So a new one. 16. 16. We're going to do fireball, I reckon. We can probably just do a regular fireball. I don't want to just use the current fireball that I have. And I also don't like the current fireball that I have. I'm going to be changing it soon. So arts, attacks. Fire. Okay. Let's bring this here. Alright. Well, I've never seen such a long Trello board before. You've not seen any long projects then. This is nothing compared to the one we had at Transmogrify. The one we had on Transmogrify was so big that it started slowing down. We had to start archiving some things. Big projects need big boards. Lots of planning. I've had Aniki helping me out with it too lately to help keep everything organized because I was a mess. I'm a very disorganized person. So fireball, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking coming down this way. Let's see. There. Should be able to just do a quick fireball. I don't expect it to take too long. Fireballs they're not too bad. Why? Is you just draw a few things and you're good. You have charge and slam icons. Yes, I think that was before you joined probably. I'll just go ahead and show you. It's for anybody else that ain't joined in a while. We got slam, which man, it's what it is. That's slam. And then charge. Which I kind of like charge. It's pretty good. Slam needs some work. Maybe. Anyhow, let's see. I think we're going to go with the black outline. Because I like my black outlines. Let's see. Gee, will you make a video on how to set up a Trello board? Probably not. Trello boards are just really easy to do. Trello boards. You just make a list, make a card. And I mean, beyond that, I don't really do anything other than just keep track of stuff. Besides, the channel's entirely focused on devlogs right now. I don't intend to steer away from that, other than to maybe do content like that still relates, like how I do animations for my game, kind of thing. Maybe a hand with a fireball floating above it. Oh, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. So if we were to take like this guy. Granted, hands ain't really that defined in here, so. We'll figure something out. I don't like how this looks though. Make it. When will be the next code stream? I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. I prefer doing these. Code streams was like because I didn't have anything else to do, and unless people are talking, I find it difficult to do art streams. So that's why I was doing code streams earlier. Because me draw, I can zone out and just push pixels around for a while without really thinking about it. Hello, howdy. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Thanks a lot for that. Thanks for coming to the stream, bud. I appreciate you. I think I'm gonna reduce that color. I think it adds too much resolution in the game. E2. Something like that. Who is your favorite person in the town? Oh. Coding and holding conversation can get confusing. Yes, that is true. My favorite person. I mean, there's only 3 people. I don't know. Teddy's pretty nice. I also like the witch. Hard for me to say. For the witch, for you, what is y'all's favorite? What do y'all think about him? Teddy. Teddy's pretty sweet. Man, this is terrible. Yeah. Teddy seems to be pretty popular. Which is funny, because we don't have as much Teddy fan art. My one is the butcher, but with the witch eyes. Oh, there you go. I see someone was in the stream. You know what? I should have put that clip in the video. I missed an opportunity because that was hilarious. I didn't even think about that. Viking man without a beard. Baby or when he's just walking around. He is pretty funny without his beard. Only a couple characters have stories and personalities so far. Correct. It's hard to say which, the dwarf is pretty cool. Oh, man. What is with me with these fire? There's a lot of banding here. When he was walking around? Yeah. He's a funny looking one. I don't know how I can pull it off to where I get him to look like that in the game. Without shaving him. Maybe that's his story arc. You try to convince him to shave his beard. No. This looks weird. This looks a little trippy, to be honest. Don't forget about the little girl. Yep. I don't know at this point, though. Getting tired of hearing about the little girl. She done worn off on me. We published it on Steam or Itch? Probably Steam. He's a short guy, not a dwarf. That is correct. He is just a short guy. I've probably called him a dwarf on accident a few times. I'm probably going to end up confusing a lot of people about it. Because he's very dwarf-like, personality-wise. Correct. Well, the characters more closely fit a 16 by 24. I hadn't had patience for 16 by 60 pixel art. I find it so hard. Yeah. Well, yeah. Most of my pixel art's in 24 by 24. But these streams are really good for pixel art because I can just sort of chat with y'all for a little bit while I figure stuff out. It's a little pressurizing though, but it gets me to do things like I'm a lot more productive on stream drawing art, kind of. Because if it was me just here, I would be faffing about, probably checking my Twitter, checking Discord and everything else. But at the same time, it's weird because I feel like I'm wasting time just pushing all these pixels around and getting nowhere. I'm about to call this here. Like, this is never going to look good at this rate. Fire, man. Fire's weird. What if I try to break this out a little bit? It's got like this pillow shading look to it. But that's sort of how fire works. Like, the outsides, it's more... It's just... Fire's weird, man. What if... It's like you do that and it just looks goofy. Like I can't change anything without making it look goofy. I don't know. I give up on it. It's good enough for now. Fireball.png. Any key correction tiles at 24 bit. Yes. Looks good, thank you. I mean, I disagree, but which I have no idea about. Like, I understand 2 of those words. Oh. Yeah. Chain lightning. Let's move on. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought it was trying to tell me that was a 17 by 15 when it... I don't know why it's suggesting that one. Chain lightning. Pardon me. Yes. Electric chain or a sword with some lightning around it. That's interesting. Like, I can't imagine that being a part of the warrior class, but that could be... I would like to do some kind of... Young Iron. I really likes T2. Can you show the skeletons burning in the daylight? We don't have that yet. And like I said in the Discord, when y'all was pushing that, there's going to be a lot of skeletons in this game. And I think it would be weird if they burnt up in the light, especially since I would imagine the player's going to be spending most of their time in the light. Like, that works for Minecraft because, you can sleep during the night and you don't have to deal with any of the thing while you build stuff. And, yeah. But, I mean, it makes no sense to have burning skeletons in this game. Plus, yeah, people, like, if someone's seen that, they would immediately go, "You're stealing from Minecraft." Like, that is so iconic to Minecraft. I don't know of any other game that does that. I've never, like, nothing comes to mind of any other game that has ever burnt up skeletons in the daylight. It just doesn't make sense for this game. Yeah, stop doing that. Vampires don't burn in the daylight. Except for, what was it? That Dracula show on Netflix. I hope everybody's watched it because I might have spoiled something. Alright. Is Muraro? I haven't seen Muraro. Use my pistol for animations in games, but it does not really go up very well for me. Plan to start using X-Sprite. Pixel. Have I used that? Oh, that sounds familiar. Pardon me. No, I don't need to. All of those. Is that a GIF? That's not even a GIF. Why are you doing that? Oh, I know why you're doing that. I guess because X-Sprite picked up it. Oh, no. Alright, so that's our lightning colors. So how do we want to do this one? I don't want to do, like, I can't do 3 skeletons getting chained, because that's way too small for that. How do we want to do this one? I'm thinking you made a new common size for pixel art, lol, 2424. I mean, it's funny because I did that. I mentioned that in the video, and then everybody's been asking me, like, what size is my pixel art, and I heard some people saying that they were going to do some 24 by 24, and that would be hilarious if I standardized that, or not standardized it, but made it more normal, because it is such a great pixel art size. Like, everybody uses 16 by 16, and 16 by 16 sucks. as you can see here, it's very difficult to make anything look good. Something like that. That looks like a claw. That doesn't look like lightning. Can you make the lightning more darker and sharper? What does it need to be sharper? And oh, maybe sharper, maybe. I do that. That's temporary. It's not supposed to be the actual thing. Darker, though. Why would it be darker? I really think it should be lighter. It's literally light. What is the reasoning for the darker lightning? No, that looks terrible. Looks like Articuno. Make the icon a hose. Why would it be a hose? Violet for lightning be better. I'm actually pretty happy with the color. I can't imagine the hue or anything changing. It looks like a whip. I'm personally offended. What are you offended for? Why would you be offended? That's not too bad, right? Kind of. If I can get this to branch without looking goofy. This is going to be the trick one, though. Everything else looks great, except for this little bit here. What if... What if we do this? No. Whatever. Put circles where the enemies would be. Oh. Like a little red circle, maybe? Or do you think maybe gray? Not too bad. Follow Svel's Z-shape your lightning. It looks like water. Can you try to make it yellow or something? You don't like my lightning? Kind of stings. If this looks like water, do you really think it should be yellow? That's teehee. Looks like an alien. There should be a node where the lightning splits. They should be at nodes where the lightning splits. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it would also be where the lightning ends, though. There's gonna be a lot of nodes. That's gonna look harder to sell, though. I think it's fine. Like if it don't make actual sense. It should be more spiky. Spiky. Oh, I've lost it. I think it was just that pixel. Now it's looking curved. Oops. Try making some stray lightning around the nodes. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Like it'd be hard to do with such small pixels. Oh. Yeah. 16. Looky, this 16 by 16 looks hard for the lighting. It's all 16 by 16 is hard. But yes, it is especially hard for the lighting to get any details in. Because there's... Oh, it's tricky. Do you just take the original one and shrink it? Well, the original one's not a chain lightning, though. I think it's looking too noisy. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. About this time where I start regretting including a lightning ability. Or instead of drawing, just type it. Like the word lightning? No, they can't do that. That would look terrible. Man, this is... Ugh. I'm not happy. Don't regret it, I regret it. It's already regretted. It is the biggest mistake I've ever made. I've just started pixel art. I don't know exactly what anti-aliasing is for. It's just for smoothing. So like this corner right here, you see how jagged this corner is? Like I could do something like this. Like, probably would do it with alpha or anything, but you could do like that. Whoops. Why did that not give me there? It sort of smooths it out a little bit. But if you're just starting pixel art, I do not recommend anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing is a lot of polish. It'll bog you down, and you won't make any progress in improving your skills. Anti-aliasing is usually from like a more polished art style. Someone that's been making pixel art for years. Doesn't lightning usually have a thick main branch, a smaller? You actually, maybe. You know what? I just realized that I never did look up any references for lightning. Oh, let's check Pinterest. Alright. See, it looks like it does have a thick main branch. It's a ghost. Just ignore the ghost. It's an evil ghost. Yeah, it looks like it has a big bright branch. It's very white. Maybe we'll go with more white. Or you know, if I remove regular lightning, then we don't really need to chain this. We just need to make a lightning spell. Maybe. What do you think of that? Yeah. Let's see. Does anyone else start choking on a small bit? What? No, that's okay. What we use for sound creating, music and sound effects. I am using FL Studio, and I have Mini-Bit, which it sounds really nice. I haven't played around with it too much, but it sounds really nice. I need to add that to my FAQ. But yeah. So I'm thinking we just have like a main thing here. Maybe some clouds. Yeah, no, the game's not gonna be free. Let's see. This is gonna be a legitimate commercial game that I'll be spending probably 2 or 3 years on. More than likely. Make it come from the top. We may make it come from the top. We don't have a lot of room here. It's just so bad. We need to thin this out, I think. Beta testing. We'll have to do that at some point. FL Studio is one of the best music creation tools. I haven't used a whole lot of them, but it's the best that I've used. I'm pretty happy with it. Lightning, why you gotta be so difficult? I just now realized that, you know, like, I think someone said yellow lightning earlier, and then I realized that, like, for art, like, lightning icons that look like this, they usually are yellow. I thought it was a weird suggestion, and then now I understand why. Game Dev, have you tried using Pixel or Pixelrama? I've never even heard of it, I don't think. Why, is it any good? I've used a few, but nothing too, it's terrible. Nothing too big. Ace Price, just really good in my opinion from what I've used. Yeah, I like the other one back. I like the chain idea. If we can just pull it off. It's a very dull white. Let's go with more for you. Like a yellow tint maybe. Not a lot of saturation. You could just place a lightning on a character like a status effect instead of making it chain. Well, I mean, we already have the chain lightning implemented, and I like chain lightning. This is just the icon for when you upgrade, when you level up. Pixelrama is made in Godot. I might have heard of it actually then. I know I've seen some kind of pixel art software getting pushed around. Not pushed around, but promoted. Pixelrama is free and made in Godot. They're pretty new, it's quite neat, and has stuff like animation, brushes, and palettes. Nice. That's pretty good. Maybe the in-game lighting colors switched. Might look cool. Or you mean like when with the lightning effect? That could look cool. I haven't done anything, but you would expect a lot of light for such a thing. It's terrible. I'm just going back. I had better progress there. Man, why is lighting such a pain in the rear? Let's go with a thicker branch here. See if we can do it without tearing everything up. But this looks so weird when you do that. It's very noisy. Swap the white with the blue. Good idea. Is there a way to swap colors? That would be nice, actually. I don't think so. Enemy hitting. Wait, what? An enemy hit by lightning. What about a plug? What about a plug? What are we talking about? I guess we'll just go boop. And also, hold on, add you there. There. No. There. Wait, yes. We need to. Is that full? No, didn't think so. Alright. Boom. I think if we do. No, don't do that. I think if we do that, we gotta sort of outline it a little more. Lightning can also be purple or violet. I like blue lightning. I think blue lightning is pretty. Thinking I might take another color. Take this one here. And mix it here. Just to sort of toss around every now and then to break things up so it don't look too squarish. This is good. Gets the idea across. You think so? You can just tell me that so I'll move on. I think this is starting to look confusing. Mint. Maybe. In the corners, make the white thin. What corners? Like here? Yeah. You can just make it this traditional look. I tried that, it didn't work. This will do. Alright. Now, that's all the icons for the abilities that we have. We're going to need new abilities, especially when I start building this UI. So let's take some time to plan some out. Get rid of this checklist. So we have the lifesteal, which I think is interesting. I don't know what kind of class would use that though, because that sounds like it sounds too dark for a mage class. The Inferno Curse can be a new ability. What is it, like a fire thing? If we're doing elementals, I don't want to do too many of the same type, because like just one type of per elemental I think would be fine. Because mages will have other spells, you know, like I want to keep things to about maybe 5 abilities per class, and then have extra enhancements to that ability. You have a list of like a third. Do I? Hey, let's look at this. I did most of these. Freeze rate, teleportation, mark and recall. These are utilities. That's kind of implemented. That could be implemented. I do think I need to do that for the warrior. Are you making necromancy? If so, they could have a life cost, and then life still would work in that class. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you take life force from something and use it to reanimate a skeleton or something. That's actually a really good idea. Check the to-do list. Oh, then we have these too, don't we? I should have taken a note. What is an ethereal strike? I think someone suggested that, but I forget what it is. Volley, rapid shot, bounce arrow, splinters, bounce arrow. Be interesting. Okay. Now there are also some skills I want to do. Let me make a skills list. These are non-combat skills. Now they probably don't work the same. They may be passive, maybe. So I'm thinking something like bartering for better prices. Oops. Then persuasion. Is it S? I think it's S. Is that? Yeah, it's just a weird word. Whatever. Beekeeping. Beekeeping wouldn't be a skill. It could be a thing. I think I put that in the notes already. I had some notes earlier. Where did I put it? Here. So yeah, beekeeping. Because I'm interested in beekeeping. I don't know a lot about it, but it is something that I think is interesting. So beekeeping would be interesting. I don't think it'll be a big mechanic, but it still could be something that we do. Make a spell that lets you use bees offensively. Make a whole class about controlling bees. That would be interesting. Some kind of rogue class. That is really silly, but I'm going to jot it down. Don't get your hopes up, but I think it's a really worth noting. Not the bees. That's a lot of text. Are we talking about the cards, maybe? Maybe an ability that swaps the position of you and the target. Ooh, interesting. That is interesting. I don't know how well that would work on a controller. Let's do that with a mage ability. Oh, here. So swap position with target. That would probably wouldn't work so well on a controller. On a mouse and keyboard, that'd be great though. Farming and cooking. Are you asking if there's gonna be farming and cooking in the game? Maybe it's not a big priority, farming or cooking. Like, I would like to have a food mechanic. It's already something we have planned because I do want to add maybe like a survival option to where you have to consume food and stuff like that. Charisma for bonus relationship. That would be persuasion. Let me pull this back up so we can think about that. Do I have? Is that where I did that? No, skills. Let me bring this up. Here. Okay. YouTube, let's see. YouTube thinks your game is transformized. I don't know what that is. So just health, hunger, or like food, both. I'm thinking maybe not so much health, because I don't. Maybe they could take the place of potions, but I'm thinking like an optional survival mode. If you've ever played New Vegas, and you've seen it to where they were like, do you want to play survival mode where you have to drink water and eat food and sleep and all that stuff? I would like to maybe do something like that. So I think it would be cool. Some sort of construction skill so you can build better things in your house. Interesting. Maybe a skill that unlocks new blueprints or something like that you can build. Maybe. The trouble with that is I feel like most people would probably want to invest in that so that they could do like pretty much every playthrough you would have to invest in this ability if you wanted to build nice things. Whereas, you know, you could play through an ability without bartering, without persuasion. So, but I will add it, but maybe not in the skills, actually, like the actual skills thing. So, construction. Maybe just collecting stuff then to upgrade. Collecting what? Lucky skill to make you critical hit and better trade, or something like that. Oh, a lucky skill. A lucky skill could be interesting because it could just affect your overall luck. Like, it could make special events happen if you have enough luck. Like, it's not anything like persuasion, for example, would be you trying to persuade somebody to do something. But lucky, like, say it just randomly happens. Like, you don't try to do it, it just happens. I think that would be interesting. That could be a lot of fun. Yes, the upgrade buildings not cost skills, but instead you find blueprints for the new furniture. I like that idea. Could make it so that things are purchasable, but using skill to craft furniture is cheaper. Oh, okay. Maybe. I'm thinking of going like an Animal Crossing route where you don't craft. Well, they actually do craft in that game, but more of like you find things. Maybe I don't know how I want to do this because I don't want to make it so that the player can run around chopping down all the trees because I'm going to be placing a lot of trees. Like, if you think about Stardew Valley, you could chop down trees in Stardew Valley, but I mean there was only like 15 trees that you could chop down. You know, my game, it's a fairly good sized open world. There's probably gonna be like 20 trees per area. You know, and there's gonna be 20, 30, 50 areas. Handyman skill. How does that differ from the construction skill? That just sounds like a construction skill to me. Gee, you can make a builder NPC. It's an interesting idea, actually. Where's our NPCs at? Oh, yeah, we have a whole area over here for them. So, here. Builder. He could be interesting. Like, he could do a lot of the building stuff. As I was saying, I don't want you to be able to chop down trees and break rocks when you know that's going to be the main decorations of the level. And so crafting will be difficult in that regard. But hope and healing ability. Healing could be interesting. I don't think I have any. Let's add a healing ability. Because I do want to have a companion that you can travel with and do stuff with. So healing might be necessary. Will there be a stealth element in the game? It's back burner stuff. If we look here, yeah, stealth mechanic. You know, like back burner means maybe. Like if I have extra time and I think it fits the game and it could be useful, then probably, like maybe as a rogue thing. But the thing is, at the same time, I don't want to add too much stuff to this game. This is not meant to be like a big, you know, everything in one game. You know, when you make a game, you need to focus on your core mechanics, you know, and this is not a sneak game. This is a story game with fun combat. The witch is the healer. The witch tries to do healing in the town for the people, but as you're out in combat, you might have to worry about that. Caves and dungeons, they can have new enemies. There'll be unique enemies for every area. But she always fails. She don't always fail. She just has a really high failure rate. Sometimes she gets it, but you know, like 20% of the time she gets it. So yes. Okay, so skills, because this is something I want to sort of focus on, because I think my idea with skills is that sort of help your role playing experience, help you with progress through dialogue, help you learn fancy new skills that you can use, like cooking, cheese making, but at the same time not your typical MMO style, you know, just cooking and alchemy and stuff like that. I want to be like up here with the bartering. This is more like what I'm thinking of, bartering and persuasion. You know, lucky, like how lucky can influence your cutscenes and stuff like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Lucky, just I really like the idea of lucky, like just like random things that happen to you that you're not expecting. Like there's no dialogue choices that lets you use this skill. It just happens. And the cool thing is, people playing with a lucky may not know that they. Well, we probably need to tell them. We probably need to have some kind of feedback that lets them know that your luck skill resulted in this action. So yeah, will you make it moddable? Probably, but it's backburn. Actually, I don't think there's a card for that. I would like to make it moddable, not anytime soon, because when people start testing it and stuff like that, I don't want the mods to interfere with that. But I think, you know, people probably enjoy modding. I mean, usually from when I see modding, I don't see a lot of modding stuff, but I don't really look that hard. What about an assassin type character? There's a specialization class for that. Fishing. I hate fishing in games. We'll add it though. But I really would not get your hopes up for that one. I despise fishing in games because it's such a boring thing. Like you just sit there waiting. And especially in the old games, to where like you do the fishing and you do it perfectly and you still fail. And like you just waited 5 whole minutes for nothing. It's terrible. Hunting. Ooh, hunting could be interesting. Let's add it. But again, these are like side profession style quests. I really like these here, which is more what I was thinking of. Let's push this up here. This is more like what I would like to focus on. Like things that affect your story, like in fun ways. You can make it like it makes 3. Make it so that you hire one to fish for you. Could do that. Well, I mean, probably wouldn't do something like that. But we could have a fish shop, to where you could buy fish if you needed fish. You know. And I mean, actually, I'm not against a fishing mechanic if it's fun. Stardew Valley had a really good fishing mechanic. It was a little tricky at first, and I actually when Stardew Valley first got modding support, it was one of the first things I removed. But I ended up taking that out because the fishing mechanic is fun if you invest your patience into it. Will the game support multiplayer? It'll support at least local co-op, and then with the Steam thing that you can do it online. I would like to do online co-op, but I don't want to get bogged down with trying to develop it, because that's a lot of work, and I have a lot of momentum right now. But if the Kickstarter does well enough and I can sort of invest that time into it, then we'll see. What about a whale NPC? No. Herding. We'll call it ranching. There might be some animal care like that, but I'm not certain on that one. Gee, I want to play it together with my bro and cousin, so please make it land multiplayer. Like I said, bud, that's a lot of work. And I mean, I would like to, but that's a lot of work. And that I've never done anything multiplayer ever. A shepherd character? Like the actual character or an NPC? Because a shepherd NPC could be nice. Let's see. I don't think we have that. Well, we have an animal trainer. I don't think it's the same thing. Is that how that's spelled? Shepherd, a weird one. There it goes. Shepherd. We'll go with that. I'll trust you, but that looks weird too. Intelligence skill. Let's see. Somebody said they was here for the first time. Hold on. Gotta greet them. Gotta go. Oh, good to finally get one of these. Good to have you, bud. Welcome to the stream. Digging, so you can find stuff about digging. I don't like that because that encourages random digging. You could go the Stardew Valley route where you dig up worms, maybe. But at the same time, I don't want the player to feel like they have to carry around all these tools. So like I said, you may not be cutting trees, you may not be mining rocks, so it might be weird having a sword and a shovel, because you're probably not going to have a pickaxe or an axe. Maybe. Hidden treasure. Teleportation. What are all the classes you plan on making at the moment? For the demo, it's going to be fighter, rogue, mage. Very basic 3. For the actual game, there's going to be some specializations. There's nothing that's really set in the stone right now, but we have a few that I'm planning. I don't know if I have them in a card or not. So yes, keep in mind, these are just ideas we've thrown onto the wall. That doesn't necessarily mean that they will be used. In fact, necromancer will be 1. Do we have shapeshifter? There's another. So yeah, just a few ideas that we've thrown to the wall, but they're not all going to be implemented. We're going to pick the main 3, and then we'll pick a few extras. You know, we'll go through, we'll design all up, and we'll pick the ones that we like the most. Let's see. Oh, there's a demo coming out. There will be a demo coming out. I'm pushing for the demo to come out like early next year. Well, it's not real early. Probably about March sometime. We'll have to see how good we can keep up with that. Will there be potion brewing like buffs and stuff? Maybe. Possibly. Can you make it so a character can get artifacts that buff the player? Please don't add a museum. You don't like collecting artifacts for the museum? I don't really like. I'm not too keen on a digging mechanic, to be honest. Is it remotely possible to make a mobile version? It's not something I'm that interested in. I don't think it would work well for mobile. Okay, so back to our skills here. Bartering, persuasion, lucky. I like these a lot. Construction will probably be something different. I'm going to push cheese making up because I think cheese will be a special mechanic on its own. Cheese will have special properties to it. And so I think cheese making could be interesting. Because like you'll be able to make your own cheeses and add in like special ingredients, and these will have special effects. Like when you're like you know, giving you buffs and stuff like that. There might even be the potion making system. Instead of potions, you make cheese. Maybe. What about cookies? The Teddy makes cookies, not the player. Maybe. Like I said, there is cooking. I do plan to have cooking in the game, so you'll probably be able to make cookies. But these I'm thinking more for like gameplay, like more strong mechanics plus story focused mechanics. Cheese making is up here, but it's still not way up here. Like these are the main 3 ones I'm thinking of. I would like to do 2 more that sort of fit this theme. To skills that can affect your story somehow. Attack cheese, invisibility cheese, speed cheese. I mean, not invisibility. I think that'd be too OP. But yeah, it's cheese that buffs your stats would be definitely on there. What about electricity? Electricity is a combat ability. These are not combat abilities. Maybe you can use the cheese to get a mouse pet. There's probably going to be a mouse pet too. I think mouse pets are cute. Sneaking and stealing. Maybe. The trouble with that is there's only one town. And so if you get caught stealing in that town, like, lore-wise, you'd probably expect for them to shun you. But, I mean, like, the whole game is based around the town. They can't be mad at you. That's the whole game, you know? Like, you getting to know these characters and being friends with them and helping them with the troubles. They can't be like, oh, you know, you're a dirty thief, you know? So that's the trouble with that one. Intellect. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like smarts. And so like you could use this in your like conversations and stuff. We'll go with intelligence. I guarantee that's wrong. I don't care. Okay, we're going to push this up above cheese making because I think it could fit better. I like intellect. I like intellect too. Like you could use that to you know, do some wisdom checks and stuff. I think that's fun. Bartering could be good for like trying to buy special things during the dialogues. I mean, it'll give you, like, I would like for these to give you bonuses outside of story stuff, But we could also fit it into like, you know, like bartering gives you better prices, but then in dialogue, you know, you can get better deals, like buying unique items that you wouldn't be able to buy otherwise. Do you have speed? There is no speed. Like movement speed? There is not. Everything. I'm not saying that we couldn't do that. We might even. Now, I'm thinking these might take up for character stats. But I do want to plan out character stats in case I go for character stats. I'm not too keen on character stats, at least not right now, so I'm going to add this onto the back burner. So character stats. I would like a more streamlined way of doing it. I think perks could be interesting. The little skill perks that we did there. We could even have a skill for dexterity then in that case. So, and these could provide combat, yeah, like I said, but could even combat abilities uses too. That would be nice. So checklist. What made me say that? Speed. Let's see. Do looks give you an advantage or disadvantage? We could have. I'm gonna add it to the list, but I don't. It's gonna be at the very bottom of the list. It's maybe something to consider, but I think there's another game that did that. What was it? Fable maybe? Did Fable do that? To where like you could upgrade your appearance. Foraging. I'm good with that. That might be a. That might be down here with these. Let's push these up. We should probably let's do this. Separate these into two different ones. So this would be role-playing skills, and then we'll have another one that's like sort of sub-profession skills. I can't think of a better name for it, but you know, this would be like your construction. All this. Might even have some cheese making down here. I don't think we could fit that into the story so much. Hunting. Foraging. Okay. So we have two different types of skills here. This being like your story-based stuff. Plastic surgery has made its way into GE's game. No. This is a very primitive game. Stealth. Oh, interesting. Now that is something we could play with here on the role-playing skill. Say you're pickpocketing. If we make it so that you could never fail and never get caught, maybe. Well, we could still make it to where you could get caught if it fits into the story, and it doesn't make the town hate you. So we'll add it here. We'll just go klepto. Make cows scarce, their cheese is extremely valuable. That's not a bad idea. Makes you question why you couldn't just breed them up though. But I think that would be interesting. But another way we could do that, instead of making the milk rare, we could make the ingredients rare. Because, you know, regular cheese maybe just feeds you. But if you add ingredients, like this, the special ingredients could be rare. That give the cheese special bonuses. Cooking competition with Teddy. Maybe. Let's see. Special for trees like Pokemon that harvest from and replants that they grow back. That would be an interesting idea. We could, because I do kind of want to have farming in here, but I'm not. It's, you know, I think it's back burner stuff. Maybe is that on here? It's something that I'm considering, but it's not something that's really solidified a concept of. And the fact that you could have trees like that would be interesting. Stinky cheese. Oh, let's see. Bad talking. There is no bad word. It'll make other NPCs sometimes get enemies with you. I mean, you will upset the enemies. I mean, not the enemy, but the NPCs. But it might be difficult to just sort of pull that off if the town hates you. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to play a game about the town if the town hates you. I mean, it's not out of the question. Maybe that's how you play the game and that's how you progress through it. And maybe you live way back or whatever. Like you have to play your game outside of the town. That would be fun. But it's something I'm not going to be too concerned with right now. Split needing food into different minerals and vitamins, like needing dairy. I don't want to clutter up that to where people have to worry about their nutrition and stuff. It sounds tedious to have to manage. Okay, anyhow, I'm getting way off track. Let's get back here. Let's add in a strength here. Let's have it to where you could have these bonus abilities and they affect your. Now, the only question about that is like, would the player prefer to do these over these? I want them all to be like story based wise. I don't want them to have I don't want them to be really tied into combat. Like I don't want them it'd be nice if they sort of influenced combat slightly, but I don't want the player to feel like they have to invest into these to get an edge in combat. That'll be difficult, I think. You could add sight, which zooms the camera out a bit. Maybe. I think that would be difficult given that the pixel art and stuff like that. Like you have to be really careful with how you do resolution in pixel art. How about having good relationships with some NPCs have bad consequences? I like that idea. I think that's pretty good. Oh, right. Well, I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I think we're gonna go with these skills. I might think a few other ones, but we're definitely gonna go with these three. These I'll consider. Yeah. All bad choices make an outlaw story. That would be interesting to do. I'm not saying I would like. Very much in the works. Because an outlaw story could be fun if the town hates you. We'll consider that possibility. Hero skills, please. We mean hero skills. And these are back burner stuff. Just heads up. They won't be if they get implemented. They won't be in the demo or anything. We probably won't see these for many months. So yeah, I'm going to pop out though because I'm getting tired. Y'all take it easy, and I appreciate y'all coming to the stream.